The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
From Danville High School in Danville, Iowa. Good evening, baseball fans. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth tonight from Danville High School in Danville, Iowa, as we continue play in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Van Buren County Warriors in town. They're going to be hosted by the Danville Bears. First pitch tonight, scheduled for 6 p.m. Going through senior night activities right now here at Danville High School. They've got 3 seniors. It's their senior night. Once again, this evening, I am alongside my cameraman, on-site producer, the one and only, incomparable, Mr. A.J. Rowe. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. AJ and I, along with Atomo Radio, back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. And we will consider it a pleasure to be with you on the call this evening.
Alex Spodenhauer as his biggest influence during.
If you're tuned in, you already know where to find us. We're streaming live all season long with Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. So, if you're choosing to make this broadcast part of your evening on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, big thanks for doing so. And you know that we could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. You know how I do it here in the pregame show. I'm going to go right down the list with you. I'll give you the in-game sponsorship as we go. This is another edition number 19 of the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. The school district sponsors the pregame show. Postgame show tonight will be sponsored by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Tonight's starting lineups, we'll get to those in just a little bit, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. All my inning recaps tonight. The Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and anesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Warrior Strikeouts on the Mound, brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. Stop in and see Tim or Dean down there if you're interested in a new Ranger or Sportsman. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They'll sponsor all the innings tonight, 1 through 7, if necessary. The Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, will sponsor tonight's game time conditions. We'll get to those right before first pitch. Coaches and players' interviews in the postgame show, brought to you by Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for a great deal on a new mattress, and don't forget, he now sells area rugs too. Tonight's player of the game in the postgame show, sponsored by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Any pitching changes in tonight's game? Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience, and daily food specials. Warrior home runs. If somebody really gets a hold of one tonight and sends it over the fence, Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you, will sponsor those. Tonight's game recap in the postgame show, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding areas. And finally, tonight's first pitch, brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. If you're in the area and you need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. We'll start the pregame show, sponsored by the school district, with a 3-minute break. We'll get into all the good stuff I have prepared for you. When we return, we'll take a look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup, the coaching staffs, the overall records, who they have defeated and lost to, conference standings, leading players for each team, other action around the conference and the area tonight, all that and more as we work our way towards starting lineups, national anthem, and first pitch. Boys High School varsity baseball action for you tonight. Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division battle. The Van Buren County Warriors in town. We're in Danville, Iowa to take on the Danville Bears right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. Back with you in 3 minutes to continue the pregame show. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here, Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, to continue the Warrior Boys pregame show. Warrior Boys Varsity Baseball, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide. Danville got their senior night festivities out of the way before either team started taking infield. Now the Bears are taking infield, and the Warriors will follow. Let's continue the pregame show, sponsored by the school district, by taking a closer look at both teams into tonight's matchup, starting with the visitors tonight, the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coaches Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott. We're in action next, right back at it tomorrow, Friday, June 26th, Right back over this way, one town shorter at New London, a 7 p.m. first pitch there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball. The overall record ended tonight, 6-12 for Van Buren County, 4-5 at home, 1-5 on the road, 1-2 in neutral site games. The Warriors compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 1-7. In the last 5, we are 1-4. Van Buren County has defeated this season Keokuk, Moravia, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, Wapello, and Louisa Muscatine, while their losses have come to Central Lee, twice to Mediapolis, twice to West Burlington, Davis County, Pekin, Burlington Notre Dame, Fort Madison, New London, Mount Ayr, and Albia. Last time out for the Warriors was last Saturday at the Moravia tournament, second game of the day. That was on Saturday, June 20th. It was a 13-3 loss to the Albia Blue Demons. Let's take a look at some leading players on the season for Van Buren County in the batting average department. Creed Kite leads them at 333, Reed Kite at 320, Eli McKinney at 256. Hits leaders for the Warriors. Reed Kite with 16, Creed Kite with 14, Colton Kirkhardt has 12, Kinnick Millard with 11. RBI leaders for Van Buren County. Millard with 11, Creed Kite with 10, Kirkhardt and Simmons each with 7. Reed Kite leads them with 20 runs scored, and Simmons leads them on the base pass with 13 steals. In the ERA department, Millard 1.66 and 12 2/3 innings pitched. Creed Kite, he's on the mound tonight, I should say, about Kinnick. Creed Kite 2.56 and 13 2/3 innings pitched. Millard leads him in strikeouts on the mound with 22, while McKinney leads him in wins with 2. The Warriors averaging 5.4 runs a game. They give up 9.2, 227 on the batting average for a team, 384 on the on-base percentage as a team. The team slugging is 265, no fielding percentage listed. Team ERA 5.59. The OPS on-base plus slugging is 649, and the WHIP, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 1.72. All right, let's turn our attention to the home team tonight, the Danville Bears. Head coach is Tony Naylor, assisted by Tyler Hartman. They're in action next week, Monday, June 29th at Wapello, a 5 p.m. first pitch there. They are the Danville Bears boys high school varsity baseball team. They're still looking for their first win on the year, 0-14. They're 0-6 at home, 0-8 on the road, have yet to play a neutral site game. Danville also competing in Class 1A in the state of Iowa, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Danville is 0-10. In the last 5, they are 0-5. Their losses have come this year, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, Highland, Hillcrest Academy, twice to Mediapolis, twice to West Burlington, twice to New London, Van Buren County the first time around, Pekin, Lone Tree, and Central Lee. Last time out for the Bears was Wednesday, June 24th. That was yesterday, a 17-1 loss at Burlington Notre Dame. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Bears on the season. Batting average, Xander Stotler at 294, also Alex Fodenauer at 294, Graylin Walker at 286. Hits leaders, Stotler and Fodenauer with 10, Graylin Walker has 8. RBI leaders for Danville, Scott Watterson with 7, Stotler with 6, Alex Horn and Fodenauer each have 5. Walker leads them in runs scored with 10, that's Graylin Walker. There's 2 Walkers on the team, and Noah Horn leads them in steals with 7. In the ERA department, Graylin Walker 4.26 and 24 2/3 innings pitched. Xander Stotler, we'll see him on the mound tonight, 10.24 ERA, 13 2/3 innings pitched. Graylin Walker leads them with strikeouts with 26. They average 3.5 runs a game, does Danville, give up 12.6. Their team batting average is 178, the on-base percentage 334. Team slugging is 202, the team fielding is 803. The team ERA is 11.08. The OPS on base plus slugging for Danville 537, and the walks plus hits per innings pitched, otherwise referred to as the WHIP, 2.92. Van Buren County leads the series 30-1 all the way back to 2009. The Warriors got a 12-2 win back at home at the Ferguson in Keosauqua earlier this season, where they saw Walker for 4 2/3 innings pitched, and then Horn came in to try to clean it up for Danville. Let's take a look at the conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, starting in the North Division. Pekin leads the way there, 13-3, 8-1. Highland is 9-8, 6-2. Hillcrest Academy 8-6, 6-3. Louisa Muscatine 7-10, 5-5. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus is 6-12, 4-5. Wapello 3-12, 3-6. And Lone Tree is 1-15, 0-9 overall record, followed by the conference record. In the South Division of the Super Conference, where the Warriors and the Bears call home, Mediapolis 13-5, 9-2. Burlington Notre Dame 14-7, 9-2. Central Lee 12-4, 7-2. So 3 teams with 2 losses each. None of them play each other anymore. Could be a 3-way tie at the top. West Burlington 7-7, 6-5. New London is 5-13, 3-7. Van Buren County 6-12, 1-7, and Danville is 0-14, 0-11. Once again, the overall record followed by the conference record. Other action around the Super Conference tonight. on this Thursday, June 25th, 2026. In the South Division, West Burlington is at Mediapolis. Hillcrest Academy is at Burlington Notre Dame in a divisional crossover game. New London is at Central Lee, and our Warriors right here to take on the Danville Bears. In the North Division, Hillcrest Academy, like I said, is at Burlington Notre Dame. Wapello is at Pekin. Highland is at Winfield Mount Union / Columbus, and Lone Tree in a non-conference game scheduled to be at Iowa Valley. Other area teams in action tonight. Washington is at Fairfield for a doubleheader. That's at 5:30 and 7:30. Cardinal is at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, and Davis County is at Knoxville. There's other action around the conference and area teams tonight. I think we will try to fit in another 3-minute break here in the pregame show as the Warriors are taking infield. We'll look at starting lineups when we come back and the pitching matchup as well. Right after this 3-minute break, you're tuned in to the Warrior Baseball pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here once again from Danville High School in Danville, Iowa, to finish up the Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. Let's get right into today's starting lineups, starting with the visiting team tonight, our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off is number 3, Reed Kite, a freshman at shortstop. Batting second is number 11, Eli McKinney, a senior in center field. Batting third for Van Buren County is number 13, Cree Kite, sophomore, playing third base. The cleanup man for the Warriors tonight is number 2, Kinnick Millard, a junior, doing the pitching. Batting 5th is number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior, behind the plate, catching. Batting 6th is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, a senior, at first base. Batting 7th is number 1, Keegan Young, a senior, at second base. Batting 8th is number 7, Parker Boley, sophomore, in right field. And batting 9th is number 6, Nolan Harriman, a sophomore, in left field. Once again for the Warriors, it's Reed Kite, McKinney, Creekite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, Young, Boley, and Harriman. All right, we will turn our attention to the home team tonight. Take a look at their starting lineup. Tonight's starting lineups, I should say, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. For Danville, leading off is number 5, Zeke Oribiana, a sophomore catcher. Batting second is number 7, Graylin Walker, sophomore center fielder. Batting third is number 22, Xander Stotler, senior, on the mound for Danville. The cleanup man is number 0, Alex Fodenhauer, a senior, at first base. Batting fifth, I believe, is number 27, Noah Horn, senior, at third base. Batting sixth is number 4, Scott Watterson, a sophomore, doing the DHing for number 27, Carson Hewlett, a freshman who is playing left field. Batting seventh is number 1, Gresham Walker. He's a freshman at second base. Batting eighth is number 32, Caden Grinnell, a freshman, in right field. And batting ninth is number 6, Ty Frazier, a junior, at shortstop. Once again, for Danville, it's Oribiana, Graylin Walker, Stotler, Fodenhauer, Horn, Watterson, the DH for Hewlett, then Gresham Walker, Grinnell, and Frazier. That's your starting lineup for the home team tonight, the Danville Bears. Before we take a couple of minute break here for the national anthem, all the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, and out of survey with Monument Sales and Iris Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Tonight's starting lineups were Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. This is going to complete the Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. We'll get to the game time conditions when we come back from that 2-minute break for the national anthem. Those are sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable. And then finally, tonight's first pitch, which is coming up here in just a little bit, brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. Danville's getting announced right now over the PA, so what better way than to kill a little bit of time by going over some of our wonderful sponsors. I think we probably got time, well, let's see. We're going to do a 2-minute break because they'll do the national anthem once the starting lineups are done. Then we'll come back with the game competitions and first pitch of boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. Back with you for first pitch after this 2-minute break.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here from Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, the baseball field. Danville completing their final infield warm-ups. We're getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you in the South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Danville Bears. Tonight's game time conditions. Those are brought to you by Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. It's 78, mostly cloudy, 58% humidity, winds light north 5 miles per hour. A big warm-up is on the way starting Sunday. It'll be warm next week for 3 games with the Warriors. Let's set up tonight's starting pitcher for Danville, number 22, Xander Stotler, a senior. He has pitched in 4 games, started 3, 0-2 record without a save, 13 2/3 innings pitched, 244 total pitches for him, 83 official at-bats, a 289 average against him, giving up 24 hits, 31 runs, 20 of them earned, 12 walks, 6 hit batters, 1 strikeout, 10.24 ERA for Stotler. And we're just about set here for first pitch. Going to be Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, and Creek Kite, the 3 due-up for the Van Buren County Warriors. And then from the right side is Creek Kite, Xander Stotler, the righty ready, and here we go. Takes a called first strike. We are underway at 6:04 this evening. Danville starts all their games at 6. No JV for them. Stotler out of the stretch. The righty comes with the second pitch. And Reed Kite looked at 2 strikes, 0-2. Reed Kite on the season, 320, playing short tonight as a freshman. 1 for 3, a single, a walk. 2 runs scored against Albia last time out for the Warriors. Here comes an 0-2. Bounce to third, gloved and thrown over there, off the bag, but Fodenhauer makes the catch, and he tags Reed Kite going by. So Reed Kite, the first out of the night on a 5-3. Put out. So number 24, just to get this straight, that's Noah Horn. He is over there at third base, so must have changed his shirt from his jersey as we saw before the game, so that means 27 is Carson Hewlett. Pitch is a ball on the first offering to the Warriors' second batter, Eli McKinney. He's number 11, senior center fielder. McKinney, 256 on the year. Swing and a miss. It is 1-1 to Eli. He was 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI groundout against Albia on the second game of that tournament on Saturday. Stotler coming back to him. McKinney fouls it off right side, up and out of play. 1-2 now to Eli. The defense for Danville, left to right in the outfield, it's Hewlett in left, Graylin Walker in center, and Grinnell in right. Stotler coming back, that's high. And it's now even now to McKinney, 2-2. In the infield, third to first for Danville, it's Horn, Frazier, Gresham Walker, and Fodenhauer. Ori Biana behind the plate, Stotler on the mound. Comes a pitch, bounced in there, and skipped away from Ori Biana to the left. And McKinney has worked the count full now, 3-2. Just underway from Danville High School, Danville, Iowa. 1 out and nobody on for Van Buren County in the top half of the first. Stotler's payoff. McKinney fouls it off left side towards the softball field, into the outfield, out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. Here's another payoff from Stotler to McKinney. He took a ball high. McKinney draws a 1-out walk. So a 1-out base runner for the Warriors. First walk of the night. Issued by Stotler, and up next for the Warriors in the third spot is number 13, Creek Kite, the sophomore third baseman. Kite on the season, that's Creek Kite, 333, 0 for 3 against Albia, reached on an air, had a hit by a pitch. He's been hit 11 times this year. There goes McKinney. Creek Kite sends a drive to left. Left fielder back into his left a little bit, Hewlett is there. He'll make the catch. McKinney will retreat to first. Creekite the second out of the inning on the fly out to left field. So now 1 on and 2 out for Van Buren County. McKinney on the 1-out walk is still down there at first. That's going to bring up the cleanup man, number 2, Kenneth Millard Jr., doing the pitching tonight for the Warriors. 224 for Millard on the season. He was 1 for 2 with a single and RBI, reached on a fielder's choice against Albia. McKinney has a good lead over there. They're at first, and Stotler's going to check him. McKinney, head first dive, is back safely. Stotler ready. McKinney stays put, and Kinnick sends one to left. Is it going to get down in the gap? It will. Past Hewlett, almost to the wall. He's going to fall down and relay one back in. McKinney's going to stop at third. Kinnick in there with a standing double. Kinnick Miller standing on second. McKinney all the way over to third on the Warriors' first hit of the night. First hit surrendered by Stotler. Second and third now for Van Buren County with 2 outs here. Top of the first, no score. For the 5th man in the order, number 17, Caden Simmons, senior catcher. 128 for Caden on the year. He was 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 stolen bases against Albia last time out for Van Buren County. Stotler looking at McKinney at third. Here's the first pitch to Simmons, high and outside. Ball 1 to Caden. Warriors looking to jump out on Danville with an early lead here with a 2-out hit. If Simmons can deliver, the 1-0. Caden looked at a strike. 1-1 now, count even to Simmons. Xander Stotler is ready, and the pitch is on the inner half for a strike. Now 1-2 to Simmons. He'll be looking to protect. Center fielder out there, Graylin Walker, shaded towards left with Simmons the righty. Left fielder fairly deep, maybe a few steps towards the line. The pitch. Caden reached out, foul tip. Did the catcher hang on to it? And it's going to be a strikeout of Simmons swinging. Catcher held on to it and tagged him. 2 unassisted maybe on that. That's a third out of the inning. When the Warriors bat in the top of the second, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Kirkhart, Young, and Boley. First strikeout recorded on the night by Stotler. He gets through the top of the first for Danville on 16 pitches. So no runs for the Warriors on 1 hit. There were no errors. They end up leaving 2 on base. After a 60-second break, we'll come on back with you for the bottom half of the first, the Danville half. They'll have Oribiana, Walker, Graylin Walker, and Stotler, the 3, due up. Scoreless after half an inning from right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here from Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, to start the bottom of the first, scoreless. Warriors fail to score, no runs on a hit. No errors, 2 left for them. And Danville coming to the plate for the first time. It's going to be number 5, Zeke Oribiana, sophomore catcher, leading off for the Bears. Graylin Walker, Xander Stotler to follow. Oribiana, 080 on the year to face the righty, Kenneth Millard. First pitch is a called strike 1 to Oribiana. We'll try to set up Millard if we get a second here. Kinnick ready, and he's coming back. High and outside on that one. 1-1 to Oribiana. Millard, 7th game pitched in tonight. This is his 4th start. He's got a 1-3 record without a save, 12 2/3 innings pitched. That's the updated stats right now. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Oribiana. Millard, 314 total pitches, 43 official at-bats against him with a 140 average. He's ready. And the 1-2. Too far, too down low, maybe a little outside on that one. Count even at 2-2 to Oribiana. Millard's given up 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, and there's a strikeout. Swinging of Oribiana. So Oribiana down on strikes. He's the first out of the inning. First strikeout recorded by Millard, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Number 2 man in the order is number 7, Graylin Walker, sophomore center fielder. Fouls that first one off. 0-1. Walker, 286 on the year for him. In there from the right side, just like Oribiana was. Millard, and 0-1. That one a called strike 2. Finished that line on Millard, giving up 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, 9 walks, a hit batter, 22 strikeouts, 1.66 ERA. Swung on, fouled off right side, up and out of play. And we'll do it again from 0-2. Warrior defense, left to right in the outfield. Nolan Harriman, Eli McKinney, Parker Boley out there in the outfield. Millard ready, and 0-2. Line down the third base line, fair. Walker going to have himself a long single as Harriman fires that back in. So Graylin Walker on base with a 1-out single. First hit given up by Millard. In the infield for the Warriors, third to first, Reed Kite, Keegan Young, Colton Kirkhart. Simmons behind the plate, Millard on the mound, now working out of the stretch. Check him at first, he's back safely. Up next for Danville, third in the order is number 22, Xander Stotler. Senior on the mound tonight. Stotler on the year, 294. Millard's first offering to him, line to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Boley has it, back into cutoff man Keegan Young, and Danville with back-to-back singles has put him at first and second with 1 out. And let's see if we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. I believe we will. Number 21, going to run for Stotler. That is Ethan Jones, a freshman. So Ethan Jones, courtesy runner for Stotler, who just got that single. First and second with 1 out for Danville. For the cleanup man, 0, Alex Fodenauer, senior first baseman. 294 for him on the year. He's actually wearing 00. On deck is Noah Horn for the Bears. Millard out of this stretch. Runners at first and second in the pitch. Missed low. 1-0. Fodenauer getting signs from his head coach down there in the third base coaching box, Tony Naylor. Counts 1-0 to him. Here comes the next pitch. There goes a runner. That one skips away from Simmons to the right. And we'll give a stolen base to Walker to third. Runner from first wasn't running originally. He'll go to second on a, call that a wild pitch. Simmons couldn't handle it. First one issued on the night. The count is 2-0 to the batter now. Runners at second and third with 1 out. And the pitch swung on and hit to left center. Playable. Harriman over. Nolan will make the catch. Runner from third tags. Throw back into the infield. Runner at second stays put. Fodenauer has himself a sac fly with an RBI. Danville leads it 1-0. On the fly out to left, you can score Graylin Walker, Danville's first run of the night. So here in the bottom of the first, the Fodenauer sac fly scores 1. It's 1-0 Danville. Millard's first pitch to number 24, Noah Horn, is high and tight, ball 1. Horns, number 24, senior third baseman, 179 for him. Runner at second still out there is courtesy runner Ethan Jones. There are 2 outs now. Low and outside from Millard to Horn, 2-0. So Danville has tallied once here. Take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Millard to the plate, called strike, 2-1. Tallied a run on 2 hits. And the pitch. Soft liner to second. Keegan Young comes in, dives, and makes the catch. Nice play by Keegan Young, just laying out right on the edge of the dirt and the grass to make that catch and not have to play it on a hop. Might have been a tricky one. So Noah Horn, the third out of the inning, on a little soft line out to Keegan Young at second. When Danville bats in the bottom of the second, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Watterson, the DH, Gresham Walker, and Caden Grinnell. So Danville gets a run on 2 hits. Were no errors by the Warriors, and Danville leaves 1 on base. 70 pitches for Miller to get the Warriors through the first inning, and they will come to the plate in the top of the second, trailing it 1-0. They'll have 6, 7, and 8. Kirkhart, Young, and Boley due up. Come on back for more baseball. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with you here from Danville High School, the baseball field, Danville, Iowa. Stotler's first pitch to Kirkhart is a swing and a miss. Kirkhart, sixth in the order, number 10, the senior, first baseman on the season, 250 for him. He was 1 for 3 with a single against Albia. The 0-1 is too high. Count even at 1-1 to Kirkhart, Warrior first baseman tonight. Xander Stotler back on the mound, working in his second inning. Colton swings and sends that pitch, a pop-up on the infield. Fodenhauer under the grass. And he makes the catch. Kirkhart, the first out of the inning, on the pop-out to the first baseman. Up next for Van Buren County, the 7th spot in the order is number 1, Keegan Young, the senior second baseman. 200 the average for Keegan, coming into play tonight. 1 for 3 with a single, last time against Albia. In there from the right side, the first pitch from Stotler. A bouncer sent to Fodenhauer. He'll take it himself and go over and touch the bag. He's made the first 2 putouts in the inning, and on 4 pitches, he's got a couple of outs, does Stotler. Keegan Young, the second out of the inning, 3 unassisted down there. Up next for Van Buren County, 2 outs quickly here, is the 8th man in the order, number 7, Parker Boley, sophomore right fielder. 188 for Boley on the season. He did not have an at-bat against Albia. In there from the right side, swing and a miss on the first pitch from Stotler. 1-1 the count to Boley. Walker in center again, shaded to the left with the righty in the box. Boley sends a nubber to first. Fodenhauer fumbles it, picks it up, but he's got enough time to go over and touch the bag. 3rd out of the inning on just 6 pitches. Fodenhauer gets all 3 putouts, a pop-out to him, and then 2-3 unassisted as Boley is the 3rd out of the inning, and the Warriors are retired in order on 6 pitches. That's all it took for Stotler to get through the top of the second. He's got a game total now of 22. So the score remains after an inning and a half. Danville 1, Van Buren County nothing, and the Bears coming to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Watterson, the DH, Gresham, Walker, and Grinnell, the 3 due up after this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Millard bounced the first pitch in there here in the bottom of the second to number 4, Scott Watterson, sophomore DH. It's 1-0. He bats for number 27, Carson Hewlett, the freshman who plays left field. Watterson 240 on the year, Hewlett with no average. Low and outside all the way to the backstop, 2-0 to Watterson. On deck is number 1, Gresham Walker for Danville. Millard ready in the 2-0. Swing and a miss. A good fastball from Kinnick. Count 2-1 now. Watterson with the bat that looks like a pencil. Big fat end is the eraser up there. Here's the 2-1. Is a called strike on the outside corner. Count even at 2-2. 350 to straightaway center here at the baseball field at Danville High School. 300 down the lines. Swing and a miss. Millard gets a swinging strikeout of Watterson. First out of the inning, popping the glove there on Caden Simmons. Good job. Strikeout brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Second strikeout of the night by Millard on 22 pitches. In there now is number 1 in the 7th spot, Gresham Walker, freshman second baseman. Strike 1 to him from Kinnick, 0-1. Gresham Walker, 0-48 on the season. In there from the right side on deck is number 32, Caden Grinnell. Millard, the windup, and an 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now. So it's 350 to straightaway center, 300 down the lines. That should put it somewhere, I guess, 325-ish or 330 in the power alley, if I had to guess. Kinnick got an 0-2. Swing and a miss. They blew him away on 3 straight. Back-to-back strikeouts for Millard. Third of the night for Kinnick. Up next for Danville's number 32. 8th spot in the order, Caden Grinnell. Freshman right fielder, 083 for him on the season. So the Warriors looking to answer back by setting Danville down with a quick inning here. On deck is Frazier in the 9th spot. First pitch is too high in. Simmons out of his crouch to stand up and catch that one. 1-0 to Grinnell. McKinney shaded a couple of steps towards right, even though he's a right-handed batter. The pitch. A swing and a miss by Grinnell. Count 1-1. Got some cloud cover that rolled in. It was sunny when we arrived, but that's actually working out the best for us. It's not super bright, as you can tell by the camera view. 1-1. Swung on, popped out of play to my left. Over towards the concession stand. 1-2 now to Caden Grinnell. Like I said, Frazier in the 9th spot. Junior's on deck. Millard, swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side. Swinging of Caden Grinnell there. Third out of the inning. Danville retired in order in the bottom of the second. When they bat in the bottom of the third, it'll be 9-1-2. Frazier, Oribiana, and Walker for the Bears. An efficient inning for the Warriors on 12 pitches. Millard sets him down in the bottom of the second. He's got a game total now of 29. So after 2 are complete, the score remains Danville 1, Van Buren County nothing. 60-second break. When we come back, the Warriors back to the plate for the third time in the top of the third. They'll have 9-1-2. Nolan Harriman, Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, the 3 due up. Back with you in 60 seconds for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Once again, back with you here, the Utemo Radio broadcast booth from Danville High School in Danville, Iowa. To start the top of the third, Warriors trail it 1-0. Here's Nolan Harriman. First pitch from Stotler, misses. Ball 1. Harriman in the 9 spot. Where's number 6, sophomore left fielder tonight, 400 in limited at-bats on the season for Nolan. He's in there from the right side, and Stotler, the righty, coming back to him. That one a little bit high and in, apparently, 2-0 to Harriman. Danville scored a run on 2 hits in the first. That's the only runs of the night. It's 1-0 Bears. Harriman swings and sends one down the right field line. Will it stay fair? It's just foul.
You have the Van Buren pitch count from last inning?
12.
12? Thank you.
Yep.
Or the first inning?
Yep.
12?
17 and 12 for a game total of 29. Yep. Just reporting the pitch count there to the Van Buren dugout. So it's 2-1 after that foul ball strike to Harriman. Stotler coming back to him. A little tapper right back to the mound. He's off the mound and towards first base to field. He'll throw over to Fodenhauer. First out of the inning is Nolan Harriman. That goes 1-3 on the putout. Top of the order now for the Warriors. Number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman shortstop in there. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Ground out to third. So 1 out, nobody on for Van Buren County. As we play top of the third, they trail it, do the Warriors 1-0. Reed Kite, the hot pink bat, back in his hands, and here comes Stotler to him. Kite will send one out to the outfield in the right center. It's down, not quite into the gap. Center fielder over there to play it and throw back in over the second baseman, but the pitcher Stotler backing it up, and Reed Kite has a 1-out single for the Warriors. Second hit given up by Stotler. So Reed Kite down to first with a single. It's going to bring up the second man in the order, number 11, Eli McKinney, senior center fielder. They'll check him at first. Reed Kite back safely. McKinney, second time up, no official at-bat. He drew a walk, stranded at third. Reed Kite on the season was at .320. Eli McKinney, .256. Eli in there from the left side. There goes the runner. Stotler way high and outside. Ori Biana had to stand up and popped out of his glove. And no throw down to second. So send Reed Kite down to second on a stolen base. Count to McKinney as 1-0. So a runner in a scoring position now for the Warriors. Reed Kite with 1 out. Stotler a look back there at him in the pitch. Low, maybe a little bit outside to McKinney. And the count to Eli is 2-0. So Harriman, a soft tapper back to the mound to start the inning. That was the first out. Then a single by McKinney. Or Reed Kite, he stole second. That pitch is high to McKinney. It is 3-0 now to McKinney. So Reed Kite the single, the stolen base. He's out there in scoring position at second. Count 3-0 to the Warriors senior center fielder, Eli McKinney. Center fielder shaded to right with lefty McKinney in the box. The 3-0. Bounced it in there, did Stotler. McKinney draws a 1-out walk to put runners at first and second with 1 out for the Warriors. Second walk issued tonight by Stotler. That'll bring up in the 3 spot in the order, number 13, Reed Kite, the sophomore third baseman. 333 for Reed Kite. Oh, and they're playing the national anthem. So let's take a 30-second break. National anthem at the softball game. We'll be right back with you for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Well, we had to adjust quickly there. Softball game starting a little bit behind us at 6:30. They play the national anthem as well, so we took a pause for that. Creekite in there now, runners at first and second with one out. Stotler, high. The runners go. Throw down to third, and Reed Kite is thrown out at third by Oribiana. So it was a strike to Creekite, 0-1. Reed Kite, an attempted steal of third, is the second out of the inning. That goes 2-5 on the putout. Eli McKinney does advance behind him. Bounced in there. There goes McKinney. Oribiana couldn't get a hold of it. He'll throw it down there anyway, and it gets by the third baseman. McKinney's base running pressure on an E2. He's going to come around and score, and the Warriors tie it. Pitch to the batter was a ball. 1-1 the count to Creekite. McKinney steals third and then comes around to score the Warriors' first run of the night. We're tied at 1 on an E2 throwing error. So they scored one on a hit with an error and tie it at 1 here in the top of the third. The McKinney, let's get this in the scoring summary. McKinney, steal of third with an E2. That pitch is ball 2, popping away from the catcher towards the Danville dugout. 3-0, the count to Creekite. Scoreboard off. AJ's correcting me, and I'm just laughing. There's ball 4 to Creekite. He draws a 2-out walk. Third walk issued by Stotler. I think the Danville dugout didn't know what the count was either. So in there now is Kinnick Millard. There goes the runner. Pitch, or the throw, skipped away over towards shortstop, but Creekite just one base. He won't go anywhere else. He's to second in scoring position on stolen base. The count to Millard is 1-0. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a double. On the season, Millard 224. The 1-0. A little bit inside. 2-0. Reed Kite was at 320. McKinney at 256. Creekite 333. And here's Millard at 224. That one's too high. Creekite back to second as he had a big secondary lead, and it's 3-0. I should just always refer to AJ. I look up at the scoreboard most of the time. That's not right out there. Stotler, a 3-0 to Millard. Walked him. Way too high. So a 2-0 walk. Puts him at first and second. Warriors have tallied once on a hit by Reed Kite, but he didn't score. It was McKinney who drew a walk, came around to score. That is the, I believe, and head coach Naylor out to talk to Stotler. Let's count the walks here. Back-to-back walks by Stotler here after, well, I guess out was in the middle of those as Reed Kite got thrown out at third, but the last three batters have walked. And that's his fourth walk issued of the night. 17 pitches here in the third so far for Xander Stotler. He's up to a game total of 39. So no pitching change. Just Coach Naylor out there to maybe give him a break. And up next for the Warriors, in the 5 spot in the order is number 17, Caden Simmons, senior catcher. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. On the season, 128 for Caden. 2 on with 2 out. And the pitch to Simmons, lined out to center. To his left is Graylin Walker, and he's on it and makes the catch. Simmons good contact, but he's the third out of the inning on the fly out to Walker in center field. So the Warriors get a run on a hit. There was an error. They end up leaving 2 on base, 18 pitches for Stotler to get Danville through the top of the third, game total of 40 now for Xander. When the Warriors bat in the top of the fourth, 6, 7, and 8, Kirkhart, Young, and Boley due up. We'll take a 60-second break. Danville coming to the plate in the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1, 9-1 and 2 for them. Frazier, Oribiana, and Graylin Walker. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Miller back on the mound to start working his third inning right here on the Atomo Radio Group, a YouTube sports channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We return to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Actually, it's more of a table, as we're set up behind home plate tonight a little bit to the left so I can see the pitcher. As you can tell from the camera view, getting ready to start action here from Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, tied at 1, bottom of the third. Kenneth Millard back to the mound, start working his third inning, 29 game total pitches. Leading off for Danville in the 9th spot is number 6, Ty Frazier, the junior shortstop. 0-43 for him on the year. Millard starts him with a looking strike. 0-1 to count to Frazier. So the Warriors tie it up there. That one's too far outside from Millard. 1-1 to Frazier. Warriors get a run on a hit there, and was an error. They end up stranding 2. They've stranded 4 now. Millard to Frazier, a swing and a miss, 1-2. Warriors get a run on a hit with an error, 2 left to tie things at 1 here as we start play in the bottom of the third. The pitch is a called strike 3. Frazier caught looking on a backwards K from Millard, first out of the inning. That is the 4th strikeout recorded by Millard, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters, sponsoring strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers from the mound. Leadoff man now is number 5, Zeke Oribiana, batting second in the inning. He'll send a bouncer slow to Krieg Kite. Gloves on the grass, a strong throw to Kirkhart. And the out is recorded over at first base. Second out of the inning. Oribiana is 0 for 2 on the night. After that, he's got a strikeout, and now that ground out. That goes 5-3 on the putout. 2 outs, nobody on for Danville here. Bottom of the third, we're tied at 1. Second in the order, third man to bat in the inning is number 7, Graylin Walker, the sophomore center fielder. First pitch is a strike to him. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a single, scored the Danville run. Count 0-1, Millard coming back to him. And a bender low and outside. 1-1 to Walker. Graylin Walker, 286 on the season. Stotler's on deck for the Bears. Millard's 1-1, high and in. Millard with some good velocity tonight. 2-1 the count. Count now to Graylin Walker. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up on the infield over towards the Warrior dugout. and got out of play, I think. Was close. Wrong side of the fence, though. Foul ball. Count to Graylin Walker now is 2-2. Once again, the Warrior defense in the outfield left to right is Nolan Harriman, Eli McKinney, Parker Bowley. Infield third to first, Reed Kite, Keegan Young, Colton Kirkhart, Caden Simmons behind the plate, and Kinnick Miller has a 2-2 count to Graylin Walker. 2 outs and nobody on. This will be the 10th pitch of the inning. Breaking ball, line foul, third base side. We'll do it again from 2-2. We're tied at 1 with 2 outs and nobody on here. Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Danville Bears. Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division action. Whoa. Umpire had called time. Kinnick didn't see it. Delivered anyway. It hit the bat, I think, or the helmet of the batter. He's okay, as he wasn't expecting it. So no pitch. Millard out of the windup. A 2-2. A swing and a miss. And Walker down on strikes, third out of the inning. 2 strikeouts for Millard in the inning. That's his 5th recorded tonight, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. So Danville down in order on 11 pitches from Millard in the bottom of the 3rd. He's up to a game total, same as Statler, with 40. After 3 are complete, we remain tied at 1-1. We'll take a 60-second break, and the Warriors coming up in the top of the 4th. When we come back, 6, 7, and 8, Kirkhart, Young, and Boley, the 3-2 up for Van Buren County. Come on back with us for more baseball. You're tuned into it, Warrior style, right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Xander Stotler bounced the first pitch in there to the Warriors' leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th, Colton Kirkhart. He's 0 for 1 on the day of the pop out to first base, count 1-0. To number 10, the senior first baseman. 250 for Kirkhart entering play today, and he bounced that one in there as well. 2-0 to Kirkhart. Each team with a run on 2 hits. Danville has committed the only error of the game. Warriors have stranded 4, and the Bears have stranded 1. Kirkhart in there from the right side. Stotler out of the stretch. The pitch. Missed high. 3 in a row out of the zone from Xander Stotler to Colton Kirkhart. Warriors looking to get the leadoff man on here. The pitch. That one is through the zone. Stotler getting back into the count. It's 3-1 now. Kirkhart ready, so is Stotler, the 3-1. Swung on, fouled out of play up into our right. Full count now, 3-2. Warriors starting the first of 3 days with games here. Back over this way tomorrow night at New London. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us. Saturday night, over this way again farther to Burlington, Notre Dame for a 7 p.m. start on a conference game on a Saturday night, which is a little strange. There's ball 4 high. Kirkhart draws a leadoff walk. Warriors get that leadoff man on. 5th walk issued by Stotler tonight. So, see if he's going to send a pinch runner over there. Kirkhart will re-enter to play first. That is number 34 trotting down there, Harrison Mann. He's going to pinch run for Kirkhart. Better speed on the bases. So man down there to pinch run for Kirkhart. With a momentary pause, getting that change. And up next for Van Buren County with one on and nobody out. 7th spot in the order is number 1, Keegan Young, senior second baseman. 200 for him on the season. 0 for 1 tonight. The unassisted ground out to first base. Fodenhauer down there. So let's see what the Warriors try to do here. If they'll put the runners in motion. Statler, a quick look now. He toes the rubber, and Mann takes his lead. First pitch to Young is a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. So Mann down over there at first on the Kirkhart walk. He's the lead run. We're tied at 1, top of the 4th. 0-1 to Young. And the pitch. Too high on a fastball. Count even at 1-1 to the Warriors' second baseman, senior Keegan Young. Young from the right side, just like Kirkhart. Bowley's on deck for the Warriors. Step and a throw and a one hopper to Fodenhauer. Saved a base. Mann back in safely at first. Keegan Young back in the box. Statler, the stretch. He's ready. The pitch. A bouncer right back. They'll go to second. Caught and recorded the out. Force play at second. But Keegan Young will reach on a fielder's choice. So first out of the inning is Mann, the pinch runner. And that goes 1-4 on the putout. So they get the lead runner, but Young reaches on a fielder's choice. In there now in the 8th spot is number 7, Parker Bully, the sophomore right fielder. Pitch high, a ball. Oribiana will not throw down. Young gets a steal of second into scoring position with 1 out. Count to Bully, 1-0. So lead run at second now with 1 out. 1-0 to Bully. Statler a look back there, and here's the pitch. A little bit high. In the 11th pitch of the inning. 2-0 to Boley. Fodenhauer in on the grass at first. He's the only infielder in the 2-0. That one's on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 to Boley. Keegan Young with his lead, the second baseman standing on the bag. Statler decides to come to the plate. That one's in there as well. Boley looked at strike 2. So count even now to Parker. 2-2. Boley 188 on the season. Looking for a big hit here to drive one in. Give the Warriors the lead. We're tied at 1. The pitch. Bouncer to short. Slowly hit. Gloved and thrown over. And that is Frazier over to Fodenhauer. Boley the second out of the inning on a 6-3 putout. Young over to third on that ground out. So he's at third now with 2 out. For the number 9 hitter in the order, wearing number 6 is Nolan Harriman, the sophomore left fielder. 400 in limited at-bats entering play tonight for Nolan Harriman. Done most of his work from the mound this year for the Warriors. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Tapper back to the mound. Harriman in there from the right side. Statler bounced that one in there. Oribiana blocked it. Saved a run. 1-0 to Harriman. So Keegan Young over there at third will have to be aware he would score or try to on a wild pitch or a pass ball. We'd like to see a hit, though. Tied at 1, top of 4, the 1-0 to Harriman. Too high. Ball 2. Young down there at first with 2 outs. A walk, a fielder's choice. Force out and a ground out in the inning so far. Statler ready, the 2-0. Grounded to short. Frazier can't handle it. It's through him. It's an E6. So no RBI, as that should have been the third out of the inning for Harriman, but he'll reach on an E6 and score Young, giving the Warriors a 2-1 lead on the play. So here in the top of the 4th, the Harriman grounder with an E6 scores the Warriors second run of the day to make it 2-1. Top of the order, Reed Kite now. There goes the runner. Bounce that one in there. Wild pitch all the way. Well, not quite all the way to the backstop, but it will allow Nolan Harriman, I guess let's call it a steal of second. 1-0 to Reed Kite. He's 1 for 2 on the day. They'll spin and throw back to second. Harriman is back. 18 pitches so far for Stotler here in the fourth. 58 game total. The count to Reed Kite is 1-0. Warriors have tallied once without a hit here. Has been an error by Danville. Pitch is a called strike. 1-1 the count to the Warriors' leadoff man in the order. Fifth man to bat here in the inning. Number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman shortstop. He's got a grounder to third and also a single. 1 for 2 on the day. Stotler coming to him. That one is a wild pitch. Way to the backstop. Nobody's coming home, and now throw back to the pitcher, and then a dive back in. And Harriman lucky to get back as he took a big round of third thinking about scoring. Stotler did decide to cover home. Oribiana threw it to him. Then Stotler to the third baseman, Horn, but the runner Harriman dove back in safely. Here comes Coach Naylor out to talk to the base ump about that as Horn thought they had him on the head. So it's 2-1. Pitch was a ball on a wild pitch, send Harriman to third. And first wild pitch issued by Stotler on the night. Unless I forgot to write one down. 20 pitches now in the inning. 60 game total. Warriors have a runner at third with 2 out. 2-1 lead they have. Stotler to Reed Kite, low and outside. 3-1. So we'll run here in the top of the fourth without the aid of a hit. There has been an error. The Warriors, a runner at third, looking to score run number 2 here. Stotler the stretch. And the pitch. He walked Reed Kite. That's too high. So Reed Kite draws a 2-out base on ball. First and third with 2 out now. 6th walk issued by Stotler. Here comes Coach Naylor, and looks like Stotler thinks he's coming out of the game. And he will. Gives the ball to his coach. We'll get some changes for Danville. Pitching change brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. 22 pitches for Stotler here in the fourth. He's got 62 game total. He ends up going 3 2/3. Giving up. The runners on base are his responsibility at first and third. He gives up the 2 runs on 2 hits. Walked 6, a strikeout, 1 wild pitch on 62 game total pitches for Stotler. So we'll have to see who Danville is going to bring in next year, and we'll set up the new pitcher as soon as we know who it is. It looks like it's going to be number 24, Noah Horn, coming in to pitch. He's a senior, pitched in 3 games, now 4, without a start, an 0-1 record, no saves. 3 2/3 innings pitched for Horn, 132 total pitches for him, 33 official at-bats against him, a 182 average. He's given up 6 hits, 15 runs, 9 of them earned, 11 walks, 3 hit batters, a strikeout, 17.18 ERA for number 24, Noah Horn. So he's going to come in and be the next pitcher for Danville. Fodenhauer still at first. Looks like Stotler off the mound to play second. Looks like. And we'll see if we can get the rest of the changes. Number 1 going to the outfield. That's Gresham Walker from second. Try to get the rest of the changes for you here as soon as they take their positions. Oribiana still behind the plate. 32 going to play third, maybe, Grinnell. And I think Graylin Walker, Frazier, I think, is going to stay at short. So number 1 went to the outfield. That's Gresham Walker. They're in a huddle in center field, all kneeling down. So Frazier back to short. 32, Grinnell goes from right to third. Stotler off the mound is second. I think number 1 going to left field. That's Gresham Walker from second to left. Those are the changes for Danville. Graylin Walker still in center, Grinnell in right. So, pitching changed, and the first man that Horn is going to face is going to be second man in the Warrior order, number 11, Eli McKinney, senior center fielder, 256 on the season. On the night, he's walked twice. No official at-bat, third plate appearance, the first pitch. McKinney lines one to right center, and the Warrior runners are in motion. Towards the gap, cut off. 1 run scores. McKinney slides in, and he has a single, but they throw him out. The run scores, though. So McKinney, credit him with a single and an RBI. He's the third out of the inning on, I think it was cut off by the center fielder. I don't know who caught that, second baseman or the shortstop. 8-6, we'll say, on the putout. Score Harriman from third on give McKinney an RBI as a reed kite all the way over to third, but McKinney thrown out at second. So Horn gets them out of trouble. Just 1 pitch. He does give up a hit there. Second hit of the inning. The Warriors do score twice on 2 hits and 1 error by Danville, and they'll end up leaving just 1 on base after, let's count the hits. Just the 1 hit for the Warriors, a run on a hit, and error by Danville. They'll leave 1 on base. Van Buren County now leads it 3-1 after 3.5 innings. Danville to the plate after a 30-second break. Come on back with us for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Count 0-2 to Xander Stotler. Swing and a miss on the first one. He followed that one off. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a single. Leadoff man here for Danville in the bottom of the 4th. Wearing number 22. Started on the mound, now playing second base. 294 for Xander Stotler on the year. Miller to breaking ball. Missed a little bit high and outside, maybe 1-2. Good pitch by Kinnick. So it's 3-1. Warriors with the lead as we play bottom of the 4th. Millard, that pitch, a bouncer. Simmons hops out from behind the plate. Fields throws down to Kirkhart. And Xander Stotler, the first out of the inning, 2-3 recorded on the putout there. Simmons, a good job hopping out from behind the plate to grab that one. Throw down to Kirkhart at first. So to summarize, the Warriors a run on just 1 hit. There was a couple of walks in there in the top of the 4th. Error by Danville. Warriors left 1 on base. The pitch. Fodenhauer, swing and a miss. 0-1. He's 0 for, he had a sacrifice. Second plate appearance, no official at bat for Fodenhauer. 294 in there from the right side on the season. Bases empty, 1 out. Millard coming to him. Breaking ball. Had him buckling. Thought it was going to hit him. It bent in there. A good pitch from Kinnick. 0-2 to Fodenhauer. Millard working quickly tonight, and here he comes on the 0-2. Another breaking ball. Got him swinging. Fodenhauer, second out of the inning on a swinging strikeout. 6th strikeout recorded by Kinnick Millard tonight. He's pitched well. So far, he's got 2 outs, bases empty on just 7 pitches, and a 3-1 lead. Up next for Danville. 5th spot in the order, 3rd man to bat in the inning, number 24, Noah Horn. Senior. Takes one low and outside. Started at third base. Now doing the pitching for the Bears. 1-0 the count to him. Horn, 179 on the season. On deck, is Watterson, the DH. That one is a called strike, and he looked at it. Count even at 1-1. So a Harriman grounder with an E6 scored a run, and a McKinney single trying to stretch it to a double scored another. That one is a called strike 2 to Horn, 1-2. Millard back to him on a 1-2 and a beautiful breaking ball. Millard fired up about that one. He strikes out 2 in a row there. That one a backwards K looking. Horn the third out of the inning. Danville down in order in the bottom of the fourth. A couple more Ks for Millard. He's up to 7 on 11 pitches. Gets the Warriors through the fourth. 51 game total for Kinnick. Pitch count in pretty good shape. We'll take a 60-second break. It's 3-1 Warriors after 4 are complete. Van Buren County has 3, 4, and 5 due up. Creekite, Kinnick, Millard, and Caden Simmons after this 60-second break. Come on back with us for more Warrior Baseball, which you're tuned into right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Once again, we return to the Atemo Radio broadcast booth from Danville High School in Danville, Iowa, to start the top of the fifth. Leading off for the Warriors is number 13, third spot in the order, Creekite, sophomore, third baseman. Horn, back to the mound. Creekite takes a ball high, 1-0. Creekite 0 for 1, a fly out to left. He's also drawn a walk stranded on the bases on the season. 333 for the Warriors, sophomore, third baseman in there from the right side. Horn, the righty, coming back to him. Creekite sends one to center. In on it is Graylin Walker out there, and he'll make the catch. Creekite, first out of the inning, on the fly out to Walker in center field. Both runs last inning were charged to Stotler, so we can close out the book on him. 3 2/3, 3 runs on 2 hits, walk 6 with a strikeout, and 62 game total pitches. Horn came in and got him out of it on a pitch. That one behind Millard didn't hit him all the way to the backstop right in front of us. Caden Simmons out of the on-deck spot to come and get it, 1-0 to Kinnick. He's got a double and a walk, 1 for 1 with that walk. Third plate appearance right here. The cleanup man for the Warriors, number 2 junior on the mound. He's got 7 strikeouts, pitching well. He sends that one up and over us, straight up over everything. Out of play, count 1-1. Try to set the Danville defense for you. 32 Grinnell now playing third. Frazier remains at short. Millard swings on that one, sends it out of play, foul right side. 1-2. Frazier still playing short, like I said. Stotler off the mound to second. Fodenhauer still at first. Oribiana behind the plate. Grinnell still in right, I believe. Graylin Walker stays in center. And number 1, Gresham Walker, went from second base to Millard, sends a bouncer to short. Frazier gloves, throwing over. And Kinnick and Caden Simmons, senior catcher. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Into play tonight, 128 for the right-handed batter. He swings and sends one foul, right side up and out of play. 0-1 to Caden. On 7 pitches, Horn has 2 outs and nobody on for Danville here in the Warriors top half of the fifth. Van Buren County leading it 3-1. A wind up in the pitch. Simmons a foul tip for strike 2. Three baseballs that were fouled out of play, getting returned to the home plate umpire from the Danville dugout. So Simmons with 2 strikes on him. It's 0-2, looking to start something for the Warriors here with 2 out, nobody on, in the top of the 5th. Horn will look in at his catcher, Oribiana, into the windup, and here comes an 0-2. Simmons took a ball high. 1-2 the count now to the Warriors senior catcher. Horn ready again. He'll wind and deal. And a called strike 3 outside corner. Simmons caught looking down on strikes. 3rd out of the inning. 1st strikeout recorded by Horn. 2nd by Danville pitching. 10 pitches for Noah Horn to get Danville through the top of the 5th. He's up to a game total of 11. The Warriors retired in order. So when they bat in the top of the 6th, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Kirkhart, the 3rd time he'll have led off an inning. Kirkhart, Young, and Boley up for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 6th. But we'll take a 60-second break, and the bottom of the 5th coming at you first. Danville coming to the plate. They'll have 6, 7, and 8 also. Watterson, the DH, Gresham Walker, and Caden Grinnell, the 3 due up for the Bears. Warriors lead at 3-1 after 4.5. Millard back on the mound to start work in inning number 5. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Once again, we return with you to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the baseball field at Danville High School, Danville, Iowa. Start the bottom of the 5th. The 6th spot, number 4, Scott Watterson, sophomore DH, in there to face Kinnick Millard, who starts him with a called strike 1. 0-1 the count to Watterson. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Danville not through the lineup twice yet. He struck out swinging his first time. Millard's 0-1. Shot the outside corner just a little bit off it. 1-1 the count to Watterson. He must be batting now for number 1. Or no, he's still batting for Hewlett. Swings and fouls that one out of play. It is 1-2 the count. Millard's 1-2, got him swinging on a good breaking ball. Watterson down on strike for the 2nd time. First out of the inning. 8th strikeout recorded by Millard. So Watterson was the DH. Batting for Hewlett, who was playing left field, but Walker went out there. He's in the box now. Swings and fouls the first pitch off. 0-1 to the 7th spot in the order, number 1, Gresham Walker. Freshman, started at second base, went out to left field. Millard coming back to him. Breaking ball fooled him badly. It's 0-2. So maybe don't have those changes quite right yet for Danville. Have to check their numbers when they return to the field on top of the 6th. Millard's 0-2. Breaking ball left it high and in. Ball 1 to Gresham Walker. 0-48 for him on the year. Right-handed batter. Millard's 1-2. Called strike 3 to Gresham Walker. 2nd out of the inning. Millard's got 4 strikeouts in a row. 9th on the night. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris. 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Here's the 8th spot in the order, third man to bat in the inning, number 32, Caden Grinnell. Started in right. Now playing third. Strike 1 to him. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. One of Millard's earlier victims. The 0-1. Swung on. Popped up. Shallow left. In on it and under it is Nolan Harriman. He makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Grinnell retired on the flyout to Harriman in left field. So Danville down in order. Couple of strikeouts from Millard and a flyout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave nobody. 10 pitches for Millard to get the Warriors through the fifth. 61 game total. Pitch count still in really good shape. So the top of the sixth coming at you after a 60-second break. Warriors lead it 3-1 over the Danville Bears. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Van Buren County. It'll be Colton Kirkhart, Keegan Young, and Parker Boley when we return. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, so to complete those changes for Danville, Hewitt was playing left. He went to right. Colton Kirkhart gets plunked on the first pitch from Noah Horn to lead off the top of the sixth for the Warriors. So a hit by pitch. Warriors get the leadoff man on. First batter hit in tonight's game. So once again, it was Hewitt. He's being DH'd for by Watterson. And the courtesy runner this time is number 33, Jaron Troxel, running for Kirkhart at first, the pinch runner. Kirkhart, I'm not sure he can re-enter. He re-entered once already after the pinch runner, so send somebody else to first or not. We'll keep an eye on that. But so Hewlett was being DH for by Watterson for Danville. He was in left field. He goes to right when Walker went from second to he goes from left to right. Walker went to second, from second to left, and that's the should complete the changes on that Danville pitching change. Horn on the mound in there now. They'll check him at first. Troxel back safely. Troxel part of the relay teams for the Warriors, I believe, that did so well at State. Kirkhart now on the night is, let's see, he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by a pitch. Been on twice. Kirkhart was .250 on the year. This is Keegan Young in the 7th spot, number 1, the senior second baseman. On the night, he's 0 for 2. Young sends a blooper to left. Nobody going to get to it. The shortstop tracks it down. Keegan Young has a bloop single to left. That'll push Troxel, pinch runner, to second. First and second, nobody out for the Warriors. They got something brewing here, leading at 3-1 in the top of the sixth on just 2 pitches. Hit by a pitch and a bloop single. So Young on the night now, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Here's number 7, Parker Boley in the 8th spot. Squares to bunt. And a bad pitch to bunt on. He should have just let it go high outside, and he bunted it foul. Luckily, it was not caught. It'll just go down as strike 1. Boley, the sophomore right fielder tonight, 0 for 2. Retired 3 unassisted, a grounder to short. And maybe head coach Ron Walker wants to talk to him about that as he called time. And the bunt sign was given. Try to move these runners at first and second into scoring position with nobody out. But you got to have better discipline there as bunting, reaching way out and high for a high outside pitch to try to lay it down. Got to pull the bat back on that one. That's just an easy way to make it out. If you're bunting at a pitch like that, you've got no angle on it, basically, so easy to pop up. But just a foul ball on the third base line. It's 0-1 to Boley. Warrior runners at first and second have their lead. Horn coming to him. Square to bunt, and that's a wild pitch. Bounced in there. He pulled the bat back. Good job by Boley. And he won't have to bunt him over there. Now he'll be able to try to drive him in. As runners go to second and third on the wild pitch by Horn. Second wild pitch issued by Danville pitching today. Second and third, nobody out. The count to Boley is 1-1. Yeah, he pulled the bat back on that one, no doubt about it. Count 1-1 to Boley. 2 out there in scoring position. Troxel, the pinch runner at third. Young at second after he singled. Here comes a 1-1 from Horn. Boley swings and sends a fly ball shallow right field. Is anybody going to get there? Second baseman Statler over to make a real nice catch, and nobody will tag. He'll run it back in and get it back to Horn. Would have been a risky tag, I guess. It wasn't very deep. Warrior runners decide to stay put. So Boley, the first out of the inning, on a pop out to shallow right along the foul line that Statler, the second baseman, went and made the play on. So 1 out and 2 on now for the ninth man in the order, number 6, Nolan Harriman, the sophomore left fielder. 0 for 2 on the day with a bouncer back to the pitcher. He has reached on an air and scored a run. He'll square to bunt, takes a called strike. 0-1 to Harriman. This is Nolan Harriman, Quade Harriman, on the bench, available tonight for the Warriors as well. 400 in limited at-bats for Harriman on the year. Boley was at 188. Noah Horn, square to bunt, pulls it back. No, it's a strike. Not sure if it was a strike or if he didn't pull it back in time. He went after it. So it's 0-2, as Coach Ron Walker was asking about it. Bat still out there. He went after it. It was a ball if he pulls it back, but he offered, so 0-2. With 1 out, Warrior runners at second and third. The pitch off the outside corner. Ball 1. 1-2. Warriors looking for a big hit here. 2 in scoring position. There is just 1 out. So it's not a 2-out hit, but it would be a big hit nonetheless. The pitch. Swung on, sent to right center. Anybody going to get there? No, it's going to fall in front of the right fielder out there. 1 run scores from third, Troxel. The Warrior runners had to wait and see if it was going to be caught, so that's probably a good decision. Scored Troxel on the play. Credit Harriman with a single and an RBI. First and second now. Warriors lead at 4-1 as they've tallied a run. That's second hit in the inning. 4-1. Here's Reed Kite. He'll send one foul down the third base line. Count to Reed Kite 0-1. Number 3, Warrior leadoff hitter, freshman shortstop on the night. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Also drawn a walk on the season. Reed Kite, .320. So the Harriman single scores 1. Make it 4-1. Warriors, here's the pitch. Low and outside. 1-1 to Reed Kite. Warrior runners still at first and second. Keegan Young stayed at second. Right fielder couldn't get there on that hit by Harriman. He was thinking about, he didn't want to get doubled off, but then runner from third able to make it home. The pitch. Reed Kite sends one down the left field line. Fair. Young around third. Got back in quickly. He's going to come around and score on an RBI single by Reed Kite. Give him an RBI, put him on at first. Score. Keegan Young on the play. No, from second. Nolan Harriman stops at second, and Reed Kite at first. First and second still with just 1 out. It's 5-1. Warriors after the Reed Kite RBI single. Scores. Warriors' 5th run of the night. Time is called. That is the 6th hit of the night for the Warriors. 5 runs on 6 hits. First and second with 1 out. The pitch grounded by McKinney to second. Glove by Stadler. The only play is at first to Fodenhauer. McKinney pushes the runners to second and third. He is the second out of the inning, 4-3 on the putout. McKinney now is 1 for 2 with an RBI single on the night. He's also drawn a couple of walks and scored a run. 2 outs in the inning now. Second and third for the Warriors. They've already scored 2 on 3 hits. That'll bring up in the third spot in the order, number 13, Creek Kite, sophomore, third baseman. He'll send one foul, third base line, strike 1 on the first offering to him from Horn. Creek Kite on the night, 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts. He has drawn a walk on the season, 333 coming into play. Center fielder shifted towards left with Creek Kite in there, left fielder fairly deep. Horn's pitch, Creek Kite a bouncer to third. Gloved, thrown over, and a nice scoop by Fodenhauer on a one-hopper to him. That is, let's see who moved over to third, Grinnell over to Fodenhauer. And Creek Kite is the third out of the inning on a 5-3 putout. But the Warriors get a couple on 3 hits. There were no errors. A wild pitch aided the cause, and Van Buren County ends up leaving 2 on base. 15 pitches for Horn to get Danville through the top of the 6th. He's got a game total now of 26. So after 5.5 are complete, it's Van Buren County 5, Danville 1. Danville coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th when we return from a 60-second break. They'll have 9-1-2 up, Frazier, Orebiana, and Walker. Back with you after that break for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth to start the bottom of the 6th. Warriors lead at 5-1. 9-1-2, due up for Danville. Here's number 6 in the 9 spot, Ty Frazier, the junior shortstop, 0 for 1, got caught looking on a day. Millard starts him with a called strike 1. Millard starting work in his 6th inning. That was his 62nd total game pitch. He's given up nothing. No runs on a couple of hits, 9 strikeouts, strike 2 swinging. 0-2 to Frazier. Frazier into play tonight, playing a decent shortstop for him. 0.43 though, the average. Orebiana, the leadoff man, on deck. There's a breaking ball, caught him looking. Millard has it, release point going tonight on that pitch. He gets Frazier on 3 pitches. Caught looking for the second time is Ty Frazier, first out of the inning. That is the 10th strikeout recorded by Millard, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Leadoff man now is Orebiana. 0 for 2 on the day. Millard coming to him, missed lone outside. 1-0 to Orebiana. Danville's catcher, 0.80 on the season. Strikeout and a ground out. Swings and fouls that one up and over us. Out of play to the right a little bit. Count even to him, 1-1 now. Number 7, Graylin Walker, second spot in the order on deck. Orebiana's back in there. Millard, the windup and the pitch. A breaking ball left it high. 2-1 to count now to Orebiana. Wish I could give you an update on the softball game, but I can't see the scoreboard from where we're at. Millard's pitch. High and away. 3-1 now. One out and the base is empty. Millard to the plate. That one is ball 4. Must have been inside. Orebiana draws a 1-out walk. That is the first walk issued by Millard tonight. His command has been good. Up next for Danville, 2 spot in the order. Third man to bat in the inning, number 7, Graylin Walker, sophomore center fielder. 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a run scored. So Walker will dig in. Oribiana his lead at first. It's a modest one. Miller to the plate. Missed low. 1-0 to Walker. Started the inning with a caught looking, and Ron Walker, head coach, sensing trouble. He's going to go out and have a quick talk with Millard. Pitch count in good shape. 70 game total pitches. We're in the 6th, 1 out. Maybe, I don't want to guess, tiring maybe a little, but he's going to leave him in there. I know that. He's just maybe noticed something in the delivery or mechanics that he wants to talk to Kinnick about and not overthrow, as we have seen him do that this year, but he's so much better when he doesn't overthrow. So just a mound visit, no change. Count 1-0 to Graylin Walker. Warriors would love to turn 2 and get out of the inning if they could, up the middle. That combination, Reed Kite at short and Keegan Young at second. But they'll take it out anywhere they can get it here. Millard ready. That pitch is swung on and hit to the left. Harriman into his left out there. No, that's Troxel, excuse me. Harriman went to first. Troxel out there making the catch in left center. There's a big out for the Warriors. So Walker, the second out of the inning on the fly out to Troxel in left field. Up in there now is number 22, Xander Stotler. Started on the mound, now playing second base, the senior. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Swings and fouls that one up and over us to the right a little bit and out of play. 0-1 the count to Stotler. 294 for Xander on the year. Fadenhauer on deck for Danville. 2 outs now. A runner on first. That's Oribiana after he walked. Millard's working out of the stretch with Oribiana, a medium lead. He gets a bigger called strike, a bigger secondary lead. It's 0-2 to Stotler, so that mound visit by head coach Ron Walker was pretty effective. Millard able to get in out. He's got the next batter down 0-2. Runner on with 2 out. There goes Oribiana. Pitch, swing and a miss. Oribiana. The steal doesn't matter as Stotler down on strikes. He is the 3rd out of the inning. 11th strikeout recorded by Millard on 13 pitches. He's able to get the Warriors through the 674 game total. When Danville bats bottom of the 7th, they'll have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Fadenhauer, Horn, and the DH Watterson. But first, the top of the 7th. When we return from a 60-second break, Danville goes down, not in order, just 1 walk, and there are a couple more strikeouts for Millard. But in the top of the 7th for the Warriors, they'll have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Millard, Simmons, and Troxel. Come on back with us for the top of the 7th after a 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here. Horn back to the mound, beginning work in his 4th inning when we return. Right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large 1-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast table, I'll call it. Not really a booth, table. From Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, the baseball field. Starting the top of the 7th, Warriors lead it 5-1. Noah Horn back out on the mound. Starting work in his fourth inning, 26 game total pitches. Kinnick Millard in there to face him. Kinnick sends that first pitch deep, but foul down the left field line. Heads up in the softball stands. Whoa. That one went a long ways over towards the softball stands. I heard something ricochet. I hope that was just the bleachers over there. Count 0-1 to Miller. Boy, he straightens that one out. Somebody's vehicle might be in danger back there. AJ told me where to park, so I'm going to blame him. Kinnick sends the second one. Fly ball left center. Shortstop back, left fielder in. And he will make the catch out there. That's Gresham Walker in the left field. So Millard is the first out of the inning on the fly out to left field after sending one home run distance, but foul. Kinnick on the night is 1 for 3 with a double and a walk now. 1 out, nobody on for fifth place hitter in the order, number 17, Caden Simmons, senior catcher. He's 0 for 3 on the night. Millard was at 224 entering play. Simmons 128. Both right-handed batters. Simmons takes ball 1. Base is empty, 1 out here as we play top of the 7th. Warriors up 5-1. Horn to the plate. That one missed outside. 2-0 the count to Simmons. Ball squirts away from the pitcher on the return throw from the catcher. Stotler from second base in to help out. Center fielder Graylin Walker shaded to left a little bit. Left fielder in a little bit shallower now. Right field about the same depth. Swing and a miss by Simmons. 2-1. Simmons ready, so is Horn. The windup and the pitch. Bounced it in there. Way short and outside. It's 3-1 to Simmons now. AJ and I, we use the wagon tonight to get all of our gear in here. It's quite a walk from where you park out there all the way into our spot. So bought this wagon. And it helped us out. AJ wasn't sweating too much when we got set up. He appreciated that. Simmons draws a walk. So a 1-out walk for Simmons. That is the first walk issued by Horn, I believe. I think it is. That is the 7th walk by Danville pitching tonight. Here's Troxel getting in at bat after a pitch high. A ball, runner goes, throw down, not in time. 1-0 to Troxel. Made a nice catch out there and left. First varsity at bat on the season for him. Sends Simmons to second, scoring position with 1 out on a stolen base for Caden. He's leading the team in that category. So, a runner at second, that's Simmons with 1 out. Stotler, second baseman, standing on the bag trying to keep him close, and Troxel grounds one to Stotler. Oh, it's through his legs. That's going to be an E4. Simmons around third, digging for home. There will not be a play, and Troxel will reach. We'll give him no RBI, as if he's put out, I think Simmons stops at third, so no RBI on that play for Troxel. He will reach on an E4. Simmons will score on that E4, 6-1 Warriors. Here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to the next batter, number 1 in the 7th spot, Keegan Young, senior second baseman. It was a strike, 0-1. Young on the night is 1 for 3 with a single. Reached on a fielder's choice, 2 runs scored. Young on the season, 200 average. Horn coming to him, and it plunks him right in the rear. Troxel the second. He was running on the play, but it's a hit batter, dead ball. So Young to first on the hit by pitch. Troxel the second after he reached on an air. That's the second hit batter by Horn. Six to 1 Warriors here as we play top of the 7th. 1 out. 1 has scored. 2 are on. Pitch high and outside to number 7, Parker Boley in the 8th spot, the sophomore right fielder, 1-0. The count to him, he's 0 for 3 on the night. Into play tonight, 188. Looking for a hit to add some insurance runs here from the Warriors. Troxel out there in scoring position. Horn the pitch. There's a called strike to Boley. 1-1 the count to Parker. A walk, an error, and a hit by a pitch have scored a run and put 2 on. Warriors have scored without the aid of a hit again. That one's high and in to Boley, 2-1. Troxel in Kirkhart's spot in the order. Kirkhart was pinch run for twice. You can only re-enter once, so Troxel came in, played left, and they moved Harriman from left to first. Horn's pitch. Too low. Big lead by Troxel out there. He was halfway to third. 3-1 account to the batter, Boley now. So Horn in danger of issuing a walk to Boley. The count's 3-1. That would load the bases with one out here. He's working out of the stretch with runners at first and second. The 3-1. He missed high. Boley draws a one-out walk to load him up. Second walk issued by Horn. Eighth by Danville pitching tonight. Send Troxel to third. Keegan Young to second. Boley to first on that walk. Head coach Tony Naylor out to maybe make another change. Looks like Horn's ready to come out of the game. He's holding the ball out for him to take it, and he will. So I think we were going to have another pitching change with one out and the bases loaded here. The Warriors have tallied a run already, and they lead it 6-1 here in the top of the seventh. 16 pitches for Horn in the top of the seventh so far just to get one out. 26, 36, 42 game total for him. He ends up going, let's see, 1, 2, and 2/3. Runners on the bases are his responsibility. So far, he's given up 3 runs on 4 hits, walked a couple, struck out 1, wild pitch, 2 hit batters on those 42 game total pitches. So we got some changes to report here. Pitching change, first of all, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Alex Fadenauer coming in to pitch for Danville. He's going to have the bases loaded with one out, and he's going to face Nolan Harriman to start. 32 is going to first base now. That's Grinnell. He started in right, went to third. Now he's playing first. Maybe that's the, well, let's see. Horn's going to third from the mound. And that might be the only change. So it's just the third baseman to first, the first baseman to pitcher, pitcher to third base. Those are the changes for Danville. To sum that up, Fadenauer with his warm-up tosses right now. The Warriors have got a run so far in the inning without a hit. Has been an error, E4 by Stotler. And they've got him loaded with one out on a walk, an error, a hit by 2 walks, an error, a hit by a pitch. Has created a messy inning here so far for Danville on top of the second. 9th spot in the order is due up for the Warriors. It's number 6, Nolan Harriman, the sophomore. Started in left, now playing first base after Kirkhart left the game. He on the night is 1 for 3 with a single, RBI, reached on an error, scored a run. Harriman going to bat from the right-hand side, and we'll do our best to set up Fadenauer if we get time. He'll square to bunt. He bounced it in there. Good stop. Throw back down to third. Gets away. Here comes Troxel from third. Throw home. Not in time. Count to the batter is 1-0 to Harriman. You can score Troxel on the play on an E2 throwing error. It was a bounced in there pitch, way short. Warrior runners move up. Young to third. Parker Boley, second error in the inning. So an E2 throwing error to third. Trying to he didn't get far enough away from Oribiana, and Troxel came a long way down the line. Oribiana thought he could throw behind him and try to get him. It's 7-1 now. Warriors, and but he threw it away. Third baseman couldn't handle it. Squared a bunt, pulled the bat back to Harriman. He takes a ball. It's 2-0 to Harriman. Warriors have scored twice. That run charged to Horn. It's 7-1 with one out. Runners at second and third. 2-0. Squared a bunt. He bunts out in front of home plate. Fadenauer. And he shovels it back to Oribiana, the catcher, and Keegan Young with a head-first slide. I hope he's okay there. Dove in underneath the tag. So give Harriman Well, we'll call it a fielder's choice with an RBI. He's down to first. Keegan Young scores, and Parker Boley to third. And still not a hit in the inning. Third run. That one's charged a horn as well. So the Harriman bunt scored a fielder's choice. There goes the runner. Pitch is a strike. They'll throw to third. And Boley is gunned down at third. Give Harriman a steal of second. But Boley let off too far. Oribiana, that's the second out of the inning. They record an out there, 2-5. Pitch to the batter, Reed Kite, was a strike. It's 0-1 to him. Runner at second now with 2 out. And the pitch, Kite sends a little, dumps one out into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. All the way around third. No play. Harriman slides in safely. Reed Kite, an RBI single. He's on at first. Score Harriman on the play. That run is charged to Fadenhauer. And it's 9-1 now. They'll check him at first. He's back safely. So the Warriors have scored 4 in the inning. And that hit by Kite was the first hit. Reed Kite, 3 hits on the night. 3 for 4, 3 singles and a walk. In there now, second spot in the order is number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior center fielder. He's one. Well, there's the pitch. Runner goes. Slides in there safely. Ball got away. He'll stay. Count to McKinney is 1-0. Eli is 1 for 2 on the night with a single, a ground out, drawn a couple of walks, scored a run. On the season, into play, 256. Reed Kite was at 320. He's out there at second with 2 outs. A couple of errors by Danville in the inning have aided the Warriors 4 runs on 1 hit. 2 errors. The pitch. Breaking ball. Missed high and in. 1-1. So Fadenhauer has given up a hit and a run. Fouled off to right above us to the left here. 1-2 to McKinney. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Bounced it in there. 3-1. Reed Kite still out there at second with 2 outs now. The 3-1 from Fadenhauer to McKinney. Fouled off. Right side over by the Danville dugout. Watch out, photographer girl down there. Yikes. She looks okay. I think she's a little surprised that one went at that angle, but you're poking your head out of the dugout over there. You got to be aware. That's for sure. We've seen some weird angles on foul balls hitting people in the on-deck circle this year. 3-2 now to McKinney. Fadenhauer out of the stretch to look back at Reed Kite and the payoff. McKinney held up, drew a walk, high and outside. So, 2-out walk puts him at first and second. That is the first walk issued by Fadenhauer. That pitch high to Cree Kite, 1-0. Cree on the night, 0 for 3 with a walk. Warrior runners at first and second have their lead. The pitch to Cree Kite fouled off right side behind the plate. Count to Cree. 1-1. Van Buren County has scored 4 here in the inning on a hit, 2 errors, to lead it 9-1 with 2 outs and 2 on here in the top of the 7th. Millard pitching a beauty for the Warriors. Fidenauer to the plate, high and outside on Cree Kite. 2-1 the count. Reed Kite at second, McKinney at first. Fidenauer the pitch, Cree Kite lines one to center. Walker a couple steps back, almost in his tracks. He'll make the catch to retire the side. Cree Kite the third out of the inning on the fly out to center. But the Warriors get 4 on a hit. There were 2 errors by Danville. They end up leaving 2 on base. 15 pitches for Fidenauer to come in and get Danville out of trouble. The top of the 7th, that's his game total. So, after 6.5, the Warriors now lead it 9-1. Danville last ups, bottom of the 7th coming up after this 60-second break. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Fidenauer, Horn, and the DH Watterson when we return from this 60-second break. Come on back with us for the finish of this one. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Fidenauer leading off for Danville here. First pitch to him is a strike 1. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Warriors lead at 9-1 as we start play at the bottom of the 7th. Millard back on the mound, swinging a miss. Strike 2 to Fidenauer. .294 for him coming into play tonight. Horn in the on-deck circle. Millard trying to pitch a complete game beauty here. The 0-2, low and outside. 1-2. AJ wanted me to throw the brackets in there because they've been released. Warrior Baseball going to host New London. We're going to go there tomorrow night, and they're going to play him a week later. The 0-2. All the way to the backstop. It's a strikeout. Can Simmons secure it at first? Backed up nicely. He threw over Harriman. So Fidenauer, a swinging strikeout, but he reaches first on an unsecured third strike. Millard's 12th strikeout of the night, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Danville has a leadoff man on. Warriors going to host New London next Friday. Low and outside to Horn, 5th place batter, number 24. Started at third, went to the mound. Now he's back to third. 1-0 the count to him. He's 0 for 2 on the night. 179 on the year. Fidenauer with his lead at first. Millard to the plate. A little bit high and in. 2-0. So, yeah, tomorrow night to New London, Saturday night to Burlington, Notre Dame, next week, Wednesday, at Davis County. And we got a makeup with Central Lee on Thursday. Kind of a funny day to make that one. Up the pitch. Swung on, popped up and out of play to the right of us. 2-1. But we're going to make up that rainout with Central Lee next Thursday, and then Friday, host New London, round 1 of district play. For Warrior Baseball, that's the upcoming schedule. Millard, the 2-1. Called, strike 2. Warriors softball, they're going to start district play. Is that what they call it in softball? Districts as well? Okay. July 8th, they're going to host West Branch, the Bears. That pitch swung on, sent to right center. Anybody going to get to this one? No. It's in the gap. Fidenauer around third. Horn into second with a standing double. Feidenhauer will stop at third base. So a 2-strike hit there. And Danville has runners at second and third with nobody out here. Warriors lead at 9-1. Bottom of the 7th. Just the third hit given up by Millard. So now the Warriors will just trade outs wherever they can with an 8-run lead. Number 4 in the 6th spot, Scott Watterson, sophomore DH, 0 for 2 on the night, a couple of strikeouts. Batting for number 27, Carson Hewlett. Started in left, went to right. Millard's first pitch to the DH, a swing and a miss. Using that pencil bat, 0-1 to Watterson. Like I said, Warrior softball on July 8th going to host West Branch for their first district game. Warrior baseball, the 3rd against New London, swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly. Millard has a bunch of strikeouts through this part of the order. He'll be looking for 3 more here to finish this one off. He's working out of the stretch with runners at second and third in the 0-2. Shot the outside corner, missed it. Good pitch. Ball 1-2 to Watterson now. Number 1, Gresham Walker on deck for the Bears. Millard's ready in the 1-2. Same spot, same result, ball 2. 2-2, count even now. Couldn't get him to go fishing. Maybe break out the breaking ball now. Let's see what he decides to do. Those other 2, I think, were fastballs. Millard back to him. That one is on the corner. Watterson looked at it. He goes down on strikes. 2 swinging, and that one looking for the 3rd time tonight. He takes the collar 0 for 3. First out of the inning. 13th strikeout by Kinnick Millard tonight. In there now, 7th spot in the order. Number 1, Gresham Walker. The freshman started at second base, now playing left field. And Millard committed a balk. No pitch. No pitch. Runner's going to advance. Feidenhauer scores to make it 9-2. Move Horn from second to third. So here in the bottom of the 7th, where's the balk warning? That's what I want to know. We've seen him issued, so these umps decide not to. That's one thing to ask about in the postgame. Millard balk scores want to make it 9-2. I've seen when we were packing up in that Moravia tournament, they issued a balk warning. So I don't understand the inconsistency. Millard's pitch. Missed low and outside. 1-0. So Danville has tallied a run here on a hit. 9-2, square to bunt. He attempted at it. It's called, bunted through it. Strike 1, 1-1. With 1 out. 1 is in, and a runner on third. That run really doesn't mean anything. Warriors would certainly trade it out and let him score the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Walker now. He's 0 for 2. The strikeout of each kind so far. On the season, 0-48 for him. Like I said, he started at second base, went out to left field to pitch. A swing and a miss. And Walker takes the collar on the night, 0 for 3. Swinging strikeout, second out of the inning. That is the 14th strikeout by Kinnick Millard tonight. I don't think there'll be much debate about where we go for our player of the game tonight. In there now is number 32, Caden Grinnell. The pitch, too high. Millard still with good velocity here. Pitch count, let's see, 74-93 right now. 1-0. Looking for a 7-inning complete game. That one a little outside. 2-0 to Grinnell. 0 for 2 with a swinging strikeout and a flyout. 083 on the year. Playing first base now. Swings, pops that one up and over us to the left a little bit, not a play. 2-1. I should say started in right, went to third, now playing first. 2-1, the count. 9th place batter Ty Frazier on deck for the Bears. Millard, the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Scoreboard says 1-2. It's 2-2. Warriors a strike away. The pitch. Low and outside. Oh, it got by Simmons. Here comes Millard. Simmons gives it to Kinnick. Oh, and they got him in plenty of time. And they retire him at home to end the game. It was 3-2 to the batter, Grinnell. His bat won't get finished as Horn, the third out of the inning on it was a wild pitch. I guess it's a final now, though, at 7:56. Guess you could issue a wild pitch, but Simmons, good hustle. He throws back to Millard covering home plate, 2-1 on the putout, third out of the inning. And Danville, just a run on a hit, no Warrior errors, and nobody left on base for the Bears. 23 pitches for Miller to get the Warriors through the seventh, his longest inning of work, but they get the win, 74, 84, 94, 97, game total, complete game for Kinnick Millard. What did I say? 7:56, AJ, was the completion time tonight. The Warriors get a 9-2 victory in South Division play in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. That'll take us to the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. 3-minute break coming at you. We got some totals and summaries to get ready for you in the post-game show. Hopefully some happy interviews as well. Back with you in 3 minutes for the Warrior Boys Baseball post-game show right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you here in the Warrior Baseball post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready-mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. And I see we've got Head coach Ron Walker and Kinnick Miller headed over to us. So we're going to get to our interviews right away. And get them sent home on their way after we get the interviews done in the postgame show. AJ and I will take care of the rest after we get these guys finished up with. So get them a headset and get them some volume. Guys, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, first off, congratulations on a very nice win here tonight. I'm going to get you the I didn't go over the totals yet, so I'm going to do those first so you guys can listen to them. Then we'll talk about Kinnick's good performance tonight, good performance by the team overall. The Warriors get a 9-2 win, 9 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They leave 9 on base. For Danville, 2 runs on 3 hits, 4 errors, and the Bears leave 2. Winning pitcher tonight, Kinnick Miller. The loser was Xander Stotler in a game that took 1 hour and 52 minutes to complete. Let's get Kinnick's line in there for you, and we can talk about it here. He went all 7 innings, giving up just 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, 14. I'll say that again, 14 strikeouts on 97 game total pitches. And young man, congratulations.
Thank you.
On a fine performance on the mound tonight. And man, that was really fun to watch. You know, we've seen Kinnick, I don't want to say trying too hard, but he's overthrown a little bit sometimes, and you had to go out there and talk to him about it, just trying too hard almost. He's so much better when he just doesn't overthrow, and his command is so much better, and he was really on his game tonight. 14 strikeouts, I think that's the highest total that I've seen by any singular Warrior pitcher since I've been covering baseball. Maybe one of the highest that you've seen in a while in your coaching as well. I'll start with you. What did you think about his performance tonight on the mound?
Well, I thought, he came out and competed from the word go. His mechanics, stayed together. On the way over here, we talked about, the Kinnick that we see a lot of times is, his front shoulder flew open a few times, and that takes him 3, 4, or 5 hitters to get back in. And tonight, one
little time you had to go talk to him, and that was it. Just that once, and he righted himself immediately.
Yeah, that was just a, hey, let's not let this
get away.
Let's get dialed right back in now, and maybe that's a lesson for me, moving forward too. Get out there a little bit sooner.
Yeah, and I thought that was an appropriate trip to the mound, but Kinnick knew what you were going to tell him, and I think he adjusted immediately and got himself out of trouble, and the Warriors out of that inning. It was a good mound visit, in my opinion. You just wanted to kind of nip it in the bud there and not let any trouble start. I think it was just maybe 1 or 2 runners on, but he had an out, so he was able to get out of it and just complete the game. So a really, really fine performance. He was good from the plate. Let's get the batting in there tonight. A double, a walk. So he was 1 for 3 with that double and walk, and a good performance at the plate as well. Along with a bunch of other hitters tonight.
Yeah, we kind of challenged him here the last couple of days, and he was either going to like me or hate me. And so far, luckily, he likes me because we had some tough conversations, and he responded well. And I look forward to the Kinnick of the future here.
Yeah, Kinnick, let's get to you. Getting back to the Moravia tournament, I think everybody left the field that day with a little bit of a sour taste. And when Coach Walker and I talked about it in the interview, he didn't bring anybody over. I think he was just as frustrated as everybody, but everybody left the field that day with kind of that sour taste in their mouth. And what we talked about was coming over here today and righting the ship and getting things back on the right track as we build towards district play. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. The brackets are out, so I mean, the regular season games are still important, but we got to build towards district play. And you were the main reason why your team, along with good performances from other people, but on the mound, 7 complete innings, you contributed from the plate. You were the reason why the Warriors were able to turn it around and get rid of that sour taste in their mouth. How did it feel on the mound tonight? I know you had your breaking ball working because you were catching a lot of batters not looking for it, buckling their knees, so that must have felt good that you had your release point just nailed on that, and your fastball had good velocity on it as well. How did you feel out there on the mound tonight once you got rolling?
Wow, I felt great, man. I went up there, had my guys behind me chirping me the whole time, keep me up. Yeah, it was amazing.
When you can get both of those pitches working, how much more effective are you, especially that breaking ball? The velocity on your fastball is always above average, I would call it, snapping the glove of Simmons pretty hard. But when the release point on the breaking ball is working and you're able to use both of those pitches to keep a lineup off of balance, how much fun is that when you know that you got both of those things going?
Confidence is through the roof.
Yeah.
My breaking ball has been struggling all year, and I found it tonight, and I mean, it felt great.
Yeah, well, those 14 strikeouts were a big reason why that you found that breaking ball. And I want to talk to you guys about one thing that the balk. Okay, so when we were packing up over there at Moravia, we watched an umpire issue a balk warning. Is that a thing?
No,
because tonight they hit you with one right away, and AJ can back me up on this. We watched an umpire at Moravia issue a balk warning. Like, is that a rule?
Well, we've seen the balk warning. We've had a balk change not once but twice this year.
I'm really confused as to what should be going on out there as far as from the umpires, because they didn't give him any warning tonight. They just said that's a balk and they moved the runners.
And they made the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2026, and it kind of shows you where this world's at right now.
It's very strange to me as a broadcaster to see warnings issued and
varsity baseball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was just. I mean, if you can find a blemish on his line tonight, I guess that was it. But it turned out to not hurt anything. Let's get your thoughts on Jaron Troxel entering the game, making a big catch out there in. I mean, you're certainly going to be my player of the game, but I'd give an honorable mention to him. First varsity action, I believe, made a big catch out there in left field and then got on base. Coming in off the bench, ready to play. Let's give a shout out to him.
Well, yeah, let's, first off, Jaron got some action. Colton Kirkhart's playing injured right now, but Colton's senior leadership that he brings to the field out there with keeping the defense up.
I saw you had to pinch run for him a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then I figured he couldn't re-enter on that second time, so you're going to have to make a change, and you did.
Yeah, so, we talked to Colton, stay in the dugout, stay up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to protect your knee and pinch run here because I felt at the time it was 3-1. And that run right there would have made it 4-1, and I felt I was very comfortable with 3-run lead going in the bottom of the sixth.
With the way that Kinnick was pitching, yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
So Jaron came in. I'm going to put a lasso on him on the bases here a little bit, and
we know he has good speed. What he done on the track team?
Yeah, he has great speed. But there again, first varsity action, freshman, and put some pressure on him, bringing him in a situation like that, and we learned he did a great job. And we get on guys all the time by going out fly balls with two hands, and his first step, he had two hands, second hand right there next to the glove, and tracked it all the way in.
Yeah, and Colton was still having some good at-bats there, because the reason why you were having to pinch run for him is because he was getting on base.
Yeah.
So even though he might have a bad wheel or whatever, I mean, he's still with the productive at-bats, forcing you to make a move to get better speed on the base pass. But he's the reason you're pinch running over there is because he's standing at first. So I want to give a shout-out to him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He started in there first pitch fastball, shoulder high, and could have bailed out of the way. But, we talked about going in. You got to find a way to get on base here, and he did.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the kids tonight. I mean, even though they had a lead, they were just able to stay focused. And one thing that you hear, I mean, I watch a lot of MLB or whatever, you always hear the announcers talking about add-on runs, right? I mean, you said you would feel comfortable with the 3-1 lead, and I was feeling pretty comfortable with it as well. But it's always a nice insurance run, some people call them. Some people call them the add-on runs. You guys were able to just keep tacking on. How big is that when you get towards the end of a game?
Oh, I think it's, if you only gave up one run to that point, all you're doing is extending and keep winning each inning. And, it gets deflating as the other team when you just keep losing innings. Then you're down to 6 outs or less to, try to come back and win a game.
Right.
So, yeah, add-ons, you're taking the bats, pitch counts are adding up, and, so it's huge.
Well, guys, start today of 3 days with a game. You start off on the right foot here tonight with a win over Danville. We're right back at it, coming to the east 3 times here. We go to New London tomorrow. We'll see them in the first round of districts. That'll be back at the Ferguson. But let's get the conference game out of the way first and build another win on the South Division with a win, hopefully, by the Warriors tomorrow night in New London. Then we go to Notre Dame on Saturday to complete this little 3-game trip, I guess you would call it. How much fun are those next 2 games going to be?
Well, we're starting with the first pitch tomorrow night, and then we'll take the next pitch after that, and just keep competing one pitch at a time and see what happens.
All right. Sounds like a great attitude for the Warriors to take. We'll be on the road tomorrow night. We'll be there to cover it for you. It'll be 7 o'clock. First pitch tonight, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from New London. The Warriors will be in town and being hosted by the New London Tigers, and we'll look for another win from Warrior Baseball. Kinnick, congratulations tonight on wonderful performance on the mound. Coach, way to rally the troops and get them headed in the right direction after that tournament on Saturday. Congratulations to you both, and thanks for stopping by and talking to us in the post-game show.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. That's tonight's winning pitcher, player of the game, Kinnick Millard, and head coach, Ron Walker, of a victorious Warrior boys baseball team here tonight. They get the win over Danville. Let's AJ, before we take our last break, let's go through the scoring summary first here, and then we'll wrap it up when we come back. Let's see, bottom of the first, Fadenhauer, I think that's how you say that, a sac fly, scored 1 to make it 1-0 Danville after 1 inning of play. Top of the third, A McKinney steal of third with an E2 throwing error tied the score at 1-1. The Warriors took the lead for good in the top of the fourth. A Harriman grounder with an E6 scored one to make it 2-1, and a McKinney single scored another to make it 3-1. Van Buren County after 3.5. Stayed that way until the top of the sixth when a Harriman single scored one to make it 4-1, and a Reed Kite RBI single scored another to make it 5-1 Van Buren County. To the top of the seventh, we went with a 5-1 Warrior lead. Troxel grounder with an E4 scored one to make it 6-1. Then a catcher throwing error to third made it 7-1 as it allowed a run to score. A Harriman bunt he reached on a fielder's choice, but it scored a run from third and made it 8-1. And a Reed Kite RBI single scored another to make it 9-1. And then a Millard balk in the bottom of the seventh scored that run for Danville to make it 9-2, and that's the way that we ended up here tonight. The Warriors victorious in the South Division of the Super Conference, getting a 9-2 win right here in Danville High School, Danville, Iowa, over the Danville Bears. We will take just a 60-second break. We'll come back and put the finishing touches on the Warrior victory tonight, 9-2 over the Bears, right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you to put the finishing touches on this one. After tonight's action, Danville goes to 0-15 on the year, 0-7 at home, 0-11 in the conference. They're in action next Monday, June 29th at Wapello, a 5 p.m. start there. For the Warriors, they improved to 7-12 on the year, 2-5 on the road, 2-7 in the conference. We're right back at it tomorrow night, Friday, June 26th at New London, a 7 p.m. start there for more Warrior boys varsity baseball. Player of the game tonight is going to be Kinnick Millard, with an honorable mention to Jaron Troxel. Player of the game, sponsored by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. This is the postgame show of Warrior Baseball, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. And as we start to close this broadcast down, I'd like to thank all of our viewers for tuning in tonight. We were streaming live on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. If you chose to tune in, make this broadcast part of your night on June 25th, 2026. Big thanks for doing so. You know that we could not do it here without you. If you got us tuned in on the postgame show on your way home, please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I will be following you up. We will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the postgame show. I'll run through them for you one more time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, Cranston Family Funeral Home, the Van Buren County Hospital, Dixon's Mattress Outlet, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter, and First Iowa State Bank. If you are in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but it's something that interests you, get a hold of Margie at atomoradio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising on air. Feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at atomoradio.com. Totals for you one more time. The Warriors tonight, 9 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They leave 9. Danville, 2 runs on 3 hits, 4 errors. They leave 2. Winning pitcher Millard, losing pitcher Stotler. Time of the game, 1 hour and 52 minutes to complete from the baseball field here at Danville High School in Danville, Iowa. Next broadcast, AJ and I right back on the road tomorrow night. The Road Warriors we are this week will be in New London about 6:35 for the pregame, 7 p.m. first pitch. The Warriors in town. They'll be hosted by the New London Tigers, looking for another win in the South Division of the Super Conference. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer tonight, the incomparable one and only Mr. AJ Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warriors sports. AJ and I, along with the Tumble Radio, back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We will both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening and say so long to you from Danville High School here in Danville, Iowa, where the final score, once again, the Warriors victorious 9-2 over the Danville Bears. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night from New London, 6:35 for the pregame. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel from Danville, Iowa, Danville High School. Good night, Warrior.